Today, guys, we'll be discussing whether the appointment of interim manager, well, I've not said interim, but Michael Carrick, how will it affect Man United? Obviously, he's been appointed on the basis of until the summer, and whether what that means. They've not used the word interim, and I wonder if that's to kind of make sure the players don't to still try their hardest because they could get the job at the end. We'll be discussing that as well in the video, discussing much more about Michael Carrick, what he's done, management, stuff like that. So if you do enjoy that kind of content, remember to leave a like, put in post notifications and subscribe to the channel as we have a goal of around 200 subscribers by mid-February. So let's get that, guys, and let's get into it. So guys, from 2018 to 2022, Michael Carrick was in the set-up of Manchester United. He was a first team coach under Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he focused on the build-up play, the match preparation and midfield structure, mainly because he was a midfielder. He then moved on to be the caretaker manager between November and December 2021. He got wins against Arsenal, Villarreal, and he drew against Chelsea, so it was quite a good record, to be fair. And then that kind of landed him a job in October 2022 as Middlesbrough head coach. First season, he took over Middlesbrough when they were in the relegation zone, but then they led to finish fourth in the Championship. They got to the playoff semi-finals. He was widely praised as one of the best young English coaches that season. He had a harder second season. He lost key players, squad depth issues, and he finished mid-table. And he left the club by mutual consent in the summer of 2024. So a year and a half ago, and he got Ruben Amorim got sacked just a couple of weeks ago. I've been down to Manchester and hope you've sort of enjoyed my videos down there. And they appointed Michael Carrick, but it was between Ole and Michael Carrick, and they've decided to go with Michael Carrick for some odd reason, but we don't know that yet. And since I've went away, when I came back up the road, they've beat Manchester City 2-0. I watched that game, very good, all over them pretty much, and it's reinstalled his he's probably installed the trust after that, because fans will be like, oh, possibly could be, but some reports suggest that this appointment has brought energy, and the way they were playing yesterday, it wasn't slow and rugged, it was quick and fast, and players on a turn, 1-2 touch passing, and it's what Man United have been missing for years. They had it under Ole as well. It was just fast football, and that's what Man United's all about. Gary Neville was talking about it in Overlap, actually, about Man United's DNA. Clubs have DNA, and then they have embedded DNA. Man United don't have an embedded DNA as per se. You have a DNA, and what it is fast attacking football with flary wingers and stuff like that. Whereas Ajax, it's like developing players, bringing players through, and then stuff like that, and tiki-taka football is obviously kind of came from Ajax, and that's what Barcelona's inbred DNA is. And Man United, under so many managers, have been playing slow, sluggish football that's it's not worked. And I think they can own up to that, but he's actually, under all his previous roles at Man United and he's actually unbeaten as manager. 3 wins and 1 draw, and obviously 3 of the teams being Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester City. He's won 2 of them and drawn 1. So it's good to look at it kind of that way. Obviously, some pundits, the thing with this is, some pundits, we all know pundits are critics, like Carragher and Keane and Gary Neville. I can name all the pundits you want, but they think he's tactically rigid and he's predictable, which you could say yesterday they were they weren't predictable per se, but you knew the way they were going to play. Obviously, his track record isn't the best. Like Middlesbrough, good club, but could have probably got a Premier League job in my opinion. But at Man United, through the coach and the youth first team, he's done very well. You know, his style of football, when he's been manager, even if it's a short time, he's done quite well. He's obviously setting up Man United's a counter-attacking team, a 4-2-3-1, which is that's what Sir Alex used to play. And Sir Alex kind of created the modern day 4-2-3-1. Obviously, short term, it could get a lot of plaudits. Obviously, it could start, and it is until the end of the season. So, but the thing is, long term, a lot of people don't think he's fit for the job. And the question is, if Man United finish strong, where does it leave the owner's decision? Because we all know the Glazers don't have a clue what they're doing. Jim Ratcliffe came in, said what he's going to do, and he's came in the face with it, and he's already piling up with the Glazers, because he's talking the same words that they talk, and as you've seen in my Man United video, if you watched it, they just don't like them down there anymore, and the owners have a big decision to make in the summer. I saw some of the names that Gary Neville was Carlo Ancelotti, but I'm like, he's managed Liverpool and Everton. I don't think he would go to Man United, do you know what I mean? I don't think that's ever happened. Got Zidane, you've got Tuchel, you've got Areola possibly, Eddie Howe. There's so many managers that might on paper seem better than Carrick, but the way I see it is, you let him play 6 months, at the sixth, once the season's done, before the season's, like one match before the season's done, you clarify to the Man United fans if he'll be here or not. You don't want a summer pondering whether he will or not. And obviously I've said all the names. Personally, I think Eddie Howe would be a good fit, but it's whether he leaves Newcastle for good owners to bad owners, you know what I mean? It's one of them. And it's just, there's so many possibilities that could happen here, it's so hard to predict. Personally, I think he will move on, but I think he might, the next manager that comes in will keep him on as a backroom staff, because I think he deserves to. Unless he wants to pursue a management career, it's up to him. But have your say down below, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, but post notifications, and let's get that 200 odd by mid-February. Thanks for watching, guys, and good.